I just wanted to get an update from you on what's happening at Congressman Ryan's office with the sit-in.
Well, right now, out of respect for the fact, obviously he's in Colorado right now, so he's made it adamant he's not going to take time away from his family. So we continued occupation of his office. There was, throughout the course of the day, at one point I think there was 9 or 10 of us actually sitting in his office yesterday. We were there from 9 until about, maybe 20 or 30, 20 after 4, maybe 4:30, roughly. After they closed, we actually continued to force them to keep the window or the office open. We wouldn't, I think his director of administration finally, it was like the 4th time when she was starting to get really, agitated about, you need to leave now, the office is closed, that we finally conceded and made it very clear that we would be coming back on Monday.
Did they call the cops yesterday too?
No, we did not force them to call the cops yesterday.
Okay.
We are, at this point, we kind of, with the whole in Colorado thing, we're just trying to make it peaceful, make it known that we are going to be back every single day until we, either find a job or Ryan shows up to talk with us. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We've still got now a lot more people are hearing about it. More people that are unemployed are getting in touch with us. They're finding us on the internet. People are rallying in support. And at this point, we're encouraging people that aren't from around here that if they're unemployed and they're congressmen and they're senators, if they're not working for the people in their areas, take the classifieds. Go there into your congressman's office. Ask for a meeting. If you're denied, sit down.
I tried to get some interest in doing some of the same thing in Michigan. Are you encouraging people in in congressmen and women's offices all over the country, especially I assume Republicans, because it seems like they've been the ones that have been obstructing real jobs programs from happening. Would you encourage other people around the country to do similar things?
Absolutely. People, I think, we've become very complacent. A lot of people have put these congressmen, these even state senators and assembly reps, they put them on these pedestals like superstars because they're on TV, they're all over the news. But in reality, these people, they're just normal people from our cities, from our towns, from our counties that we elected to go to these positions to represent us, and they're not doing that. And we have every right to speak up, to stand up, and to say, enough. Right now we're in a recession, we're in a jobs crisis. The unemployment rate, it's not going down. It's not going down. It's in Wisconsin alone in July we lost actually 2,500, I believe. 12,500, or was it 2,500?
I think it was 12,500, but we can check.
12,500 private sector jobs. And this is where, the Republicans, they're saying tax breaks, that's going to create jobs. The jobs are in the private sector. 12,500 jobs were lost in the private sector in Wisconsin in July of 2011, considering, and Paul Ryan, he's not addressing that. He's not addressing the jobs crisis. He's not addressing the recession and the emergencies that people are facing, nor are any of these other senators. I don't want to take the focus away from, right now we are at Paul Ryan's office, but I definitely want to encourage other people,
Do you think it should become a national movement that people would just start storming their congressman's office and demanding a jobs program?
I would love that. I would love people to start going to their congressmen's offices, because the Republican Party has been all about jobs. That's all that they campaign on. That's their main platform. Job creation. They're all about jobs creation. Yet none of us are getting jobs. I've seen articles that McDonald's is now going 24 hours, so they've got all kinds of openings. Same with Walmart, they've got all kinds of openings with their new super centers, but these are part-time positions. They pay,
Well, they're not living wage jobs.
Minimum wage, and you don't get any benefits. So I've started to push it on Facebook. I've been starting to make mention to, the people that have shown a lot of support nationwide and said, a lot of people say you're not alone. Everybody's, feeling this.
Is there a Facebook page specifically for what you're doing in Congressman Ryan's office, or you're just talking about your own Facebook page?
My own Facebook page. I run a Facebook page. We don't actually have a Facebook page for the Ryan Summit. I didn't even think about that.
Might want to start that.
Yeah, we might want to start that. We do have a Twitter. We do have the Twitter hashtag though, where you can follow updates and stuff.
What is the Twitter hashtag?
It's Where is Paul Ryan?
Okay.
Where is Paul Ryan? And then there's also pound Paul Ryan sit-in. Okay.
So you can follow it on Twitter through those two hash marks. What do you think? President Obama yesterday, I think it was. He's finally starting to really. Now that we're past the budget deal and the deficit deal, he seems to be focusing on a jobs program. He's calling on the Republicans to, belly up to the bar basically and get something done. Do you think that's do you think the Republicans and John Boehner and the rest of the House Republicans will finally start to focus on jobs creation?
I haven't read too much on it, so I'm not too knowledgeable. I've heard in passing and just in the background news from the noise about this stuff. I did obviously notice the part where Obama circled the state of Wisconsin. It never actually came in. So I can't really comment too much on what he's doing. Because like I said, I haven't really read too much about it yet.
You said the rally was getting bigger. How many people were there yesterday?
Yesterday we didn't rally outside. Yesterday we didn't push for much of that. Yesterday it was all inside.
Okay.
Yesterday inside there was approximately 10 of us at one time. People were coming and going to show support. So at all times there was our core group was there. But and then people would come in and out, just in support. What we did from the inside yesterday, however, was we continued to pressure his staff to give us contact information to get him. At one point I called his 888 emergency number, which basically directed me to his Janesville office, which they were no help. I asked for contact information for, a chief of staff, for his scheduler. I was given names, and I was directed to his website where you can do, the contact me page. But I was never given an email address or a contact number. I was never given let me take a message and I will make sure that Congressman Ryan gets this and he understands the urgency. I was simply told, well, I'm sorry, I can't give out his personal information. There's nothing I can do. He's not here. This is, and it was constant runaround. Yet, the first day that we went in, the initial statement we received from the congressman was that he prides himself on being accessible to his constituents. So, yesterday we started calling his donors. We're trying to find him. If his office and his staff isn't going to help us. We called Goldman Sachs. They didn't know where he was. Who else did you guys call? There's a couple other donors. I did a lot of interviews and I was speaking with the media yesterday, kind of keeping up and letting them know what was going on. And we intend to continue putting the pressure on. We're calling for more participants. There's, a lot of people are starting to pay attention. The Huffington Post put out a great article.
Yeah, I saw that article this morning, actually.
That was quite a catchy title. That one picked up some attention, and we fully intend to continue to occupy his office and, and continue to bring light to, what's going on. I mean, we have to do our guide time right now. August recess ends in 10 days. This is the time when he's supposed to be available to his constituents. This is the time when we need him here to talk to us. And and I'm not gonna go pay $15 to talk to him. That's just ridiculous.
Well, do you know if he has any town hall meetings planned where people have an opportunity other than paying $15 to have a chance to ask him questions about what's going on?
Nothing on the schedule, and they actually will not release his schedule. I guess normally, Congressmen, they release their schedule, their August recess schedules, but he doesn't have one. All he has is a private schedule, a personal schedule, which they will not give out for security purposes, according to them.
That's interesting.
And this is straight. This is what his director of administration, I believe, is her title. I'm not positive. I can't remember her name though. But this is direct from her mouth yesterday. Is what she told me was the security thing. So,
are they afraid for his life?
I have no idea what they're afraid for. I have no idea what the security, why he feels he needs security, other than he doesn't want to face a bunch of angry constituents. And another thing we found out was with the Rotary Club, or with this I'm going to call it a quote-unquote town hall meeting that he's having. In actuality, what it is, or according to the story, is the Rotary Club out there is having a luncheon. And they're charging $15 for people to cover the 2-course meal that they're serving. They actually asked Paul Ryan to speak, and he accepted. So he's speaking at a Rotary Club luncheon that costs $15. But he's titled at a town hall meeting.
Oh, so his constituents, other than the Rotary Club constituents, can't get in.
Well, we can if we pay $15, and I think there's a 300 head limit. I believe I read. So it's $15 per person to come to this Rotary Club event where Paul Ryan's speaking, even though he's calling it a town hall meeting.
Oh.
And that being said, it is outside his district.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks, Shannon. I think I have to go take care of my granddaughter here.
No problem. And, if you have any other questions, just give me a call back.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook as well.
Okay, great.
And chat that way.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Okay.